ladies and gentlemen, this is what I got going on down here. I mean, like I said, I cut over it the other week, but the belts just wasn't good enough. So now I'm back down here again, trying to straighten up my mess. But as you can see, this is some pretty bad grass. It'll comes up in spots out through there. It's Bermuda grass and stuff like that. That is higher than my tires at times, my front tires at times. So I'm gonna ride around here and do some cutting. Hope y'all enjoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna do some working on the tractor and trying to get it ready to go down there and cut the field. First thing I need to do is I need to change these belts. These belts keep stretching on me. It's a finishing mower. This is not it's a Caroni finishing mower. It's not a bush hog. But the grass that I'm going to be cutting, it could make a bush hog strain, so it's not going to be an easy task. But we just have to do what I bought some newer belts. Hopefully these are supposed to be the extra heavy duty belts instead of these daggum cheap belts. I bought cheap belts for it, and they won't hold up long enough for me to even get anything cut down there. So I went ahead and splurged that little belt there, $50 some. So that just gives me a little bit of more. Just hopefully, like I said, hopefully it'll hold up for me to get that done. And if this vlog works out, if I can get people to watch this video for very long and everything, then I may start doing more tractor vlogs and stuff like that for things that I need to do around here. I mean, this is a John Deere 4210. It's a little 28 horsepower John Deere. Yeah, it's busted all. The plastic and all that is all messed up because I've owned it since new, but my brother used it for a while. And there's a lot of stuff that still need to be fixed up on it. I think you can get the hood and the cowling and the other parts, I think, for about $500. But right now, I don't have the money to do it with. And also, I got to hook up my lights back up. But all that stuff can wait right now. And so, I got the guards off of this, already off of the deck. I don't think I'm gonna put them back on for right now. After I change these belts, I think I'm gonna go down and run it a little bit to see these belts are gonna stretch, how bad they're gonna stretch and all that, before I put the belt guards and all back on in place. So let's get to work, start getting these belts off of here. If I can get the camera set up right. Now, this is where I'm not usually too great at showing people how to do stuff. I can do it, but I'm not good at showing them how to do it. So, but hopefully y'all figure out what I'm doing. First off, I got to loosen this up some. That's one of the things that's got to be loosened up. And I got to loosen these 4 bolts up around the edges here. And getting that belt on, getting the belts on and off of this thing is a pain in the butt at times sometimes. But hopefully it'll go on pretty decent today. Not gonna swear by it, but you know, it's just some of the things you had to do in life. Bolts don't seem like they're loosened up enough. Loosen up a little more. So this thing will slide better to get some of the tension off this old belt. Maybe I can get them off there. Yeah, they're coming off pretty easy. That one's off. Now, if I can get this one off. There's also a couple bolts up at the front up here that needs to be took off, but I think I can. I've loosened them up. I don't want to take them all the way off because I don't know how to crawl underneath it. Once I get this thing all the way put together, get this grass cut down there today, then I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to probably run over it and tighten everything up, get the wheels where they're turning better again, and do some welding on it and get it back to where it's in a lot better shape than it is now, but it'll still work for the time being. So might even paint the deck for the rust is starting to get to it. That's why I'm not putting all that no more on back on it than I have to right now until I get the stuff done. So well, one of them off. Now let's work the other one off. There it is. Now, since these are heavier belts, they'll probably be a little a lot harder to get back on than those stretch ones were to get off. So let's see what we can do with it. All these grease fittings for the grease fittings and all, I'm gonna have to change. All those are gonna have to be changed out. And just why is it that stuff like this goes on a whole lot easier when it's wrong than when it's right? It's just the way life works, I guess. Like I said, this is now, here's the funny part. I got to get both of these belts started so I can figure out which way to go to line up in their best. Try to look on the bright side, where I didn't have any couldn't adjust it anymore, adjust them out anymore. Now it looks like I'm gonna have to adjust it all the way in, and hopefully these belts will go on. If not, then I'm gonna have to get new belts, some more new belts, because I got the wrong size. But I think most of the lawnmower guys and all that stuff, they know about all this stuff about getting the wrong belt occasionally, all this other stuff. There you go. That one's on. Now let's worry about this one over here on. That on pretty good, pretty easy. That one went on easy, easier than I expected. So I know I'm gonna probably get a lot of hate comments because I'm not putting all the safety guards back on this thing right now. But like I said, I'm gonna take it and tear it apart once I get this little job done. And nothing. That should be tight enough. Now, put my backup washer there to hold it out there, to hold it in place. All I have to do is run this nut back up against that plate, and then tighten the screw, all those screws back up, and that will be the blade for the belt replacement on a Caroni finishing mower. Yeah, I bought this tractor back in mid to late 1997, I think it was. So the tractor's over about 22, 23 years old. And like I said, my brother, he cleaned off a bunch of land and stuff with it. I've used it a good bit using it to cut grass and stuff. And I also have a 6-foot box blade back here behind me. That'll probably be in another video, because that's something else they want done down there, is to try to straighten out some of the roads in and out down there, the trails. These lands that I'm going to cut is where we ride our four-wheelers at, and so it's not a paid job or anything like that. This is just something that we have free reign to use down there for riding ATVs. And then we got not only that, but the people's real good to us about a little bit about everything. So I mean, this will also help them in the pretty, it won't be, yeah, I know it's just the beginning of summer, but by the time hunting season rolls around, this will give them clear shooting lines for deer hunting and stuff like that down there. And the deer population around this part has grown exponentially. So this is probably a year that they're gonna have to be thinned out some, so they don't get diseased and all that stuff. And that's even when hunting's fun and all that stuff. If you don't hunt sometimes, it's a lot of it's to kill. A lot of it is to keep disease down in the area. So now that's basically all I'm gonna need to do right now to this, and I'll get back in touch with you when I get down on the field.